Soft summer versus light summer, and in order to describe the difference between soft summer and light summer color types, we first need to find out what summer type appearance is like. And let's know that light summer is the first summer type on the color chart and is the transitional type that is on the border with light spring with a warm undertone. And soft summer is a transitional type on the border with soft autumn, which is even deeper and warmer. Thus, such color combinations will share some of the warmer shades as well. And let's not forget about the in-transition type that sits between all the transitional types and will fluctuate vertically and diagonally on the color chart. I will use Miranda Kerr and Kobe Smulders for the soft summer references, and for light summer there will be Kirsten Dunst, Michelle Pfeiffer and Clémence Poésy. Cold undertones of skin characterize this type. Most often it has a pinkish or olive tone. The hair color is also cold and most often is light brown, ashy or with gray undertone. The eyes of the summer color type are also light, completely lacking red pigmentation, and most often they are blue, gray blue and green variations and other mixtures of green. The lips also have a cold tint, usually they do not have a clear outline and their contour is not as visible. As for soft summer, really soft shades of external features characterize this appearance. Their image is gentler and muted. It is believed that this color type is an intermediate cold transitional between the summer and autumn color types of appearance. The soft summer is a palette of muted soft tones that gradually transition from one color to another. Although the color palette of the appearance of the representatives of this type is very gentle and somewhat muffled. It cannot be called monotonous and boring. The appearance of a soft summer beauty is best enhanced with pastel colors, avoiding bright and saturated colors. Cold porcelain sheen, translucent pinkish hue, cold undertone and gray or ashy freckles can identify light summer skin. Hair can be both dark and light, but they always lack a red tint. In the sun, it casts ashy. The eyes can be of different colors, all shades of blue, including green blue, dark brown, or even hazel. Soft summer versus light summer differences. Obviously, we need to start with the contrast. Since these types run the same values, the contrast is known as low. The main difference between these two types would be that soft summer tends to become and stick to medium contrast through life, and light summer will rather stay at a low point, and with age it will be even more noticeable, as such women tend to have ethereal, angelic essence in them. This is why most stylists recommend pastel shades, because harshly contrasting colors will overshadow you, and first things first, your face of course. And here we see Miranda Kerr fluctuating from low to medium contrast. The skin is quite neutral with light pink blush, blue eyes and gray pigmentation. We cannot always determine the true undertone of the original hair color, as the person is drawn to changing quite often. The hair color in this example changes from dark blonde with brown pigmentation to brunette. And let's not forget that once you change your hair color, you also change the possibility of expanding your color palettes. And in other words, if the change is visually drastic, you might add or delete some of the colors, shades, or even the whole palette altogether. Typically, soft summer types have a great predisposition to tanning well. In this example, we can conclude that Miranda is indeed an in-transition type that sits in between soft summer and soft autumn as a separate type. She is more likely to use highly contrasting colors, some of which will be cold and warm, as well as some of the winter palette. This type of orange color is exclusively autumn, and if we return to soft summer color palette, we will spot an absolute absence of red pigmentation and bright blue colors. And now the question is, so why has she previously been typed as soft summer? Because most of the pastel and bluish colors look good on her. The mistake is really slight here. Blue and grey blue are undeniably well looking on her. We have a baby blue color, light blue and turquoise blue. I would say that baby blue looks well on most of the people. It's a well versatile universal color we normally see in our everyday wardrobe. However, this type is also able to jump to spring colors, as I said previously, vertically and horizontally on the color chart. This is a great comparison of autumn and summer colors. Here we will witness more autumn palettes as well. Quite similar color palette we'll see with Kobe Smulders as well, initially typed as soft summer. We will see a lot of other color palette appropriations as well. Here we can see an absolute autumn color palette, which is undeniably fitting for her appearance. What to avoid as in transition type between soft summer and soft autumn? I wouldn't advise on intensively bright or neon colors that overshadow your own assets with its brightness. This outfit was worse because she used a color block, making it even harder for the eye to perceive. There is a strong bright division that not only hurts the eye, but also makes her look a little vertically disproportionate. The same goes here. And like for most people, the specific yellow mustard, which is yellow plus green, conglomeration doesn't work well if they are lacking tan here. While acidic colors are out of the question at all, and light colors can also make you look a little bit too pale, like in this example with Care. Light summer color type. Normally, we see a really low contrast in light summer, with rather non-contrasting hair color as well. However, Clément Poésy has been previously typed as light summer. Michelle Pfeiffer fluctuates from low to medium contrast, as her natural hair color has also been dark blonde, and the same goes for Kirsten Dunst. However, I'd rather stick to solely low contrast, and all the harsh or bright contrast needs to be carefully appropriated. Here we see the amalgam of pastel shaded color for the actress, which fits perfectly well with her delicate appearance. The pastel gray looks well. I wouldn't say it's astonishing on her, but it adds to her ethereal angelic essence. Colors that are on the border with spring color palette will interexchange their values here. What to avoid for light summer? The mustard-like colors drop into autumn color palettes very obviously. In this contrast, we can see the difference and why the light summer fits her better. The light summer ladies definitely tend towards being of angelic essence. So all very deep looking shades will definitely require either heavier makeup or another accent, or it just won't make any sense for them. If in the first example we can work with the spring palette, which is complementary, then with the other one the color is way more demanding in terms of brightness, of course. The palette for the light summer color type should be called. These are all shades of blue, red, green, yellow with bluish undertone. For example, if red, then not brick or scarlet but lilac purple. If yellow, then not canary yellow but lemon yellow. And thank you so much for staying here with me, and I hope this information was useful for you. Don't forget to subscribe, put a like, and let me know what you think in the comments down below.